the scanners.
Hello, guys. I am Lucas. Today I'm gonna talk about my last research of the that it was talking about the trend micro. And before we start, I would like to say something. I still learning the English, so everything that I learn is from myself. So sorry about the accent, and I really appreciate all the patience and the support. So to the expectation, we will cover not deep into the theory, but my goal is to show where the vulnerabilities are and how they were discovered. And regarding this vulnerability, I will show how I found a non-standard cross-site script endpoint leading to the admin session hijacking. As a proof of concept, I use the hijack session to extract the enroll key and register the arbitrary agents to the console. And I will also cover a potential Android client-side command execution on the APK. So after the talk, feel free to reach out, and yeah, if you guys have some questions. So here we have some things about me. I am right now a vulnerability researcher and co-founder at the Hakai Security. That is a company, a consultancy company from Brazil. I have 9 years of experience in offensive security, create some exploits, I hold some certifications and some CVs. I really love the artistic expression of the hacking. I think that is like a abstract mindset that different peoples can get the same result from different ways of thinking. So yeah, I love body modification. I love the fashion culture too, and I am daddy of two cats. So why trend micro? Actually, years ago, I met one guy whose name is Oliveira Lima. He is like a father figure to me. And when I meet this guy, he was honored in a Trend Micro Hall of Fame. So I started to talk with him that when I had the knowledge, this will thing that I can show to him that I am following his footsteps to make him proud. So this is like a personal motivation for me. And of course, tools like that are really deployed in banks, governments, and corporations, big corporations. So any failure have a real world impact. And we really want this talent. So we like to target this trusted enterprise grade mobile security solutions type. And even these products designed to protect us can have dangerous flaws. And because of the type of the data that the software handle, we can use a lot of information because it's like a mine of gold to our assessments, to our operation, APTs, and other types of activities. So here I have one screenshot of the Oliveira when he got the acknowledgement Hall of Fame of Trend Micro. And the market impact of Trend Micro are really big because here we have two screenshots. In the left corner, we have the Play Store, so we can see that we have more than 100,000 downloads. And in the right corner, we see the partners of Trend Micro. Maybe these partners could use the enterprise mobile security, but this is really cool because everything starts with the reconnaissance. So if in a case, a scenario that we focus our target in Tribanco, that is actually is a bank from Brazil, we can try to scan and recognize every type of host, virtual host, and every type of external thing to the perimeter of the tree bank. And and maybe we can find this console, the TMMS, and exploit these 0 days that I found. So yeah, and one curiosity, this in the right corner we have 149 customers that potentially could be with these issues. So before we start with the technical aspects, I had to lead with some protections regarding the EAPK. So I don't have the code. Because of this, I start with the reverse engineer, and I need one laboratory that I can literally understand everything on my analysis. So I need to watch these requests in my burp suite. I need to see the logs. I need use like an instrumentation tool to see what is happening. And to do this, I need to lead with these issues to us, like the offensive guys. And I came to this SSL pinning. So I will not go deep in how I bypass it, but I can show in the next slides some types of clues that I use to patch these methods on these package classes. But it's pretty straightforward. So in mobile, if you guys find the right method, the right package class, you can literally control everything on the client side. So you can do different techniques. In my case, I was going to the binary patching, but you can use the FRIDA, you can use every type of techniques that you can bypass this protection. So I found every type of the protection regarding the SSL pinning, and applied the binary patching, modifying his original code. So for you guys that have not seen it yet before, this is like this is a Smiley code. The Smiley code is the most original code that we can get in the reverse engineering on Android. So we can get this state of code and modify this code in a way that we can recompile the APK and change the behavior of the app. So here we have the original code of the anti-tamper. This mechanism, this defense, is the goal was to do a signature verification. So if the application was modified, like in the previous scenario that I have modified these features regarding the SSL pinning, when I open the app will show one message saying that the app was modified and they will not run. So we need to avoid this problem to set up the best environment for our laboratory. And to bypass this, we literally can modify his own code to not do this signature verification. So basically, I deleted every code inside of this method, the method public static B, and I recreated everything to just one variable, and this variable will always return true, saying that the signature match the expected signature of the original APK. So after this, we can go and analyze everything on the app. And one thing that is cool to mention is that the app have a lot of protections, but the Trend Micro Mobile Security is actually one MDM. So in the console, the administrator can activate or disable these protections. But in the default scenario, the Trend Micro Mobile just come with the SSL pinning and the anti-tamper enabled. So yeah, moving forward, I found one information exposure via the report page, and the key points of these vulnerabilities are the report page displays only dashboard charts. So this is not so much cool, but we can get some tips. In your operation. Maybe you have the right direction to do the assessment, to create this perfect scenario to attain the necessity of your necessity in the project. So we have like a top 10 visualization of these data, such as top apps, threats, and compliance issues. And this page does not require authentication. So every type of user that don't have token or a session can access all these report pages. This leaked data reveals insights into the organization's device health, usage, and risk posture. It includes infos like OS version, installed apps, last scan results, app version, and more. This leak breaks confidentiality and can be used for target profiling or pre-exploitation recon, and affect both scenarios, Android and iOS devices enrolled at the console. So here we have I don't know if you guys can see, but I think yes. But here we have the page, the affected entry point of the unauthenticated exposure report. So we have all these features: security report, device inventory report, compliance violation report, application inventory report, device enrollment report, and finally, device unenrollment report. All of these features of the report, when the admin generates this, you actually can see with a statically URL. So if you put the same endpoint changing the domain, the IP address, you always will get the one page like that. But I was in one laboratory, so the mass data was enough to with a reference to one enterprise. So one enterprise maybe have a lot of unauthenticated users that I'm showing here, but I was in my laboratory, so only show one user. But when in case of in scenarios of the companies are using and you get this report, you can get different data, different informations that in a scenario could help you to achieve your goal and get success on your assessment. So one thing that is cool, because the code, like the research was in a black box scenario, I needed to do all the reverse engineering, and the process of the reverse engineering in the vulnerability research is so very important, because you need to understand every type of piece to get the perfect puzzle and try to create chains of the attacks and make it more zero-click possible. And to do this, we need to do one threat model to understand what the features have, or what is the main goal of these features, what this application was doing. And because I started with this first vulnerability that is a cool vulnerability, but it's just information exposure, I started to think, but this data comes to somewhere. So this somewhere is like the Android or the device, like is the agent, and how I can manipulate and get the data to this report page, because this report page is only an HTML page, and I need to interact with this. So with this mindset, I achieve one cross-site scripting in this device report page. And this is cool because is a different cross-site scripting because the endpoint. I particularly don't like so much cross-site scripting because it's kindly remind me a low-hanging fruit. But in the case of the different scenarios, in like Redditing operations, one cross-site script is like a mine of gold to one assessment, to redirect users, store credentials, and get the goal, the objective more done. So the key points of this cross-site scripting was the Android agent sends metadata, including the app name, to the server. App name is displayed in the report without output sanitization or encoding. And because of this, allows persistent JavaScript injection in a page rendered for admins and users, and work across browsers, so don't need special payloads for the execution. And the exploitation occurs without user interaction. Just any user opening the page will trigger that. This cross-site scripting can be used to steal session cookies, clone sessions, traffic redirect, or deliver filter payloads. So here we have the affected request, and the payload was put in on the parameter app name. So just to, I think, to be more clear to the understand, the request is more better. But if you guys like create a Hello World application with this title app name containing the payload, when the device is synchronized, when the agent is synchronized to the console, this data comes to the request without your manipulation and goes straight forward to the device management. And we can see here, I will do one zoom, I think is better, but you guys can see here on the installed application or payload. So when we go to the report page and go to the feature application inventory report and regenerate the report page, we can trigger our cross-site scripted storage. So yeah, this is actually cool because the URL are static, and depending on the payload that you put, this is extremely stealth. So admins really need the data, the information usage of the console, the agent, and they are commonly get this view, like he needs to view the report page to do the best administration of the console. So this is an endpoint that probably most admins and user code trigger. And because of the time, I will put here in the 2x, just so you guys see the proof of concept to the better understanding. So here I am putting just the two payloads, and here we have the endpoint. When we go to the device management, we see the payload, and after this, we regenerate the report, and when we access it, we can trigger the cross-site scripting, and after we log off, we still can reach the JavaScript execution. So yeah, I am just seeing that I am really log off, and is this, and but you know, I was saying early that cross-site scripting is, in my particularity, a low-hanging fruit, but how can I make this more cool, more better? And I started to think, and I achieved this session hijacking. So I needed to create one JavaScript exploit. I don't know if you guys can read, but in the final slide, we have some QR code. And right now, I am publishing the article with so much better explanation, so much details, and this JS exploit will be shared too. But actually, this JS exploit just use the async method, declare the CSRF token in the local store, in the case of the user are with this value, and append this to the get cookie to avoid any problem with the CSRF token. After this, we do a post request trying to create one action of the user. So instead of we get this token and go to the browser and changing the console the cookies, I prefer to just declare the post communication to one endpoint and test it in a appended way. So here we have the exploit for the code of the web server just to avoid any problem with the cores, and logging to the endpoint /log to get the information. And for sure, after this, we need to source our script to our VPS. And when the user finally triggered the page, we got on our VPS the values that we need to authenticate. So here we have the demo just to show, but it's quietly equal the last video, just the difference with a better POC. So we have the endpoint, I put the payload, I am showing again the installed application with the payload, generate the report again, and nothing happens. But when we see on the terminal, we see here all the information like the cookies, the session cookies, the TMMS token, and we can see here below the communication to the endpoint that we can get your preset enrollment key. So this is very cool. And we finally conclude with this Android command execution. So when I was in the reverse engineering on the JDEX, I find this device side tool with this particularity of code that a lot of applications use this, because this actually is a protection from root. So it's the root detection. And a lot of developers copy and paste this code in different projects, and you also can achieve this command execution in different scenarios. So I don't know if it's good, but you guys can see here we have a runtime, get runtime exec, with the parameters expected to see if the command SU is expected on the environment. So here I've created the Frida reverse shell exploit to achieve this. And in the video here, we can show when I am open my listening and starting the execution of the exploit with the instrumentation Frida. And the feature was in the scan. So when the antivirus scanned my device, I literally got the shell regarding the sandbox user. So below we can see the sandbox user and the path that we got on this shell. So this is cool because creates some different scenarios that in Red Team we could use. But Trend Micro replied to me that because the application was modified from outside Google, this was not a vulnerability. But the problem here was not that. The problem is if any user any malicious user use the social engineering, could trigger this remote command execution and compromise the environment. So maybe using this to pivot assistant, maybe to data exfiltration, but this is still a reachable problem. And here we have some attack vectors like the memory level execution via device I2 method C, and the app side-loaded via engineering social campaign, device already under attack influence, maybe if the device was stolen or something like that. Unfortunately, I could not, in the time that I have in this research, trigger it remotely, but this was one goal, trigger this remote command execution by the endpoint of the JavaScript. But one thing that is cool if you steal the session of the console, you can drop another application via the console to the agent. So you can create one application with the Frida gadget and literally hook this process and get your reverse shell. So there is a lot of operational use case and technical insights that could be useful. The affected version here was that. On the article, I will put more details about the versions, particularity of the anti-malware components, the agent installation package, server version, and one cool thing that I remember now is that the Trend Micro have like a Play Store to upload the applications, these APKs, the applications in general. So if one guy, malicious guy, compromise something like a console of the mobile security for enterprise and upload something to the EMM, maybe you can reach this command execution too. So you need create the perfect scenario to reach this, but a lot of applications have this. And yeah, this research in my first goal was to achieve this because I literally want to honor my figure father Oliveira. And I am so proud because I achieved that. And today I am on the Hall of Fame of Trend Micro. And this photo is really cool because in Brazil, we don't have like coffee shops or anything like that. And I was on DEF CON, and DEF CON have this coffee shop. So I was very, very happy with this. Yeah, because of this, I was with this. Oh, I am so happy. And yeah, this is the research timeline. Take like 1 year to achieve this. But I'm so happy, and I don't know if you guys have questions. I don't know if we have some time, but I will be here, and you guys can see the detailed article here with more information. I'm so sorry about my English. I still improving myself. But I think the conversation part is more hard, and I think I type and I write very well. So any feedbacks, I will love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Lucas. It was an honor having you here.
Yeah.
Also, for you as well, we have the honorary Dutch cheese grater.
Oh, I love that.
Special edition.
Thank you so much. Oh my God, man, I need to take a picture with you.
We will.
Yeah. You made my day.
You made ours. Are there any questions in the audience? No more questions? Okay. Well, then the last round of applause for Lucas, please. Thank you.
Thank you.